Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome to another Pixelmon update video here on the channel. Yes, your eyes and ears do not deceive you. Pixelmon has updated again, and with it, we have some new Generation 9 Pokemon that you may or may not see on my screen right now. So we're going to hop right into this update. If you guys have been enjoying the update videos I've been posting on the channel for Pixelmon, smash like, be sure to support, subscribe if you're new. And let's get right into this, and be sure to leave a comment down below who you're most excited for receiving in this update. And let's get into this. Make sure you guys are on Pixelmon version 9.1.1. That is the newest update. Their quote message for this update is pretty ribbons and wings. So let's get into this. And make sure you're also on Minecraft version 1.16.5 because all this stuff is in that version. However, I did see that the 1.12 version of Pixelmon did have an update as well. I'm not sure what is in that. I'm not going to cover that because I only cover the newest versions. But for anyone who's still 1.12 only, check to see in that update what you guys have. But yeah, also shouts to the pink Rattata that's just chilling right here. But yeah, new Pokemon. I am going to try to say the names correctly to the best of my abilities. They're still new in my mind, so apologies in advance. But we have Floragato, Meowscarada, Crocolore, Skeledirge, Quaxwell, and Quacksquavel. So these are, of course, the evolutions to the three starter Pokemon, Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxly. This is what their models look like in your world. This is them fully animated, and also this is their, how big they are. Like, as big as they can grow to be at max size. I gotta say, they're pretty big. I don't know if they're meant to be this big, but they are massive. I don't know if you guys have seen the normal starters in the previous update, but they're pretty massive as well. I'm not sure if this is going to be their standard size, if this was intentional or not, but they are pretty massive if you get them at their full size. I should also mention these Pokemon currently do still not spawn naturally in the world. You still cannot find them naturally. However, as you guys know, when you start a new world, you can select from the starter screen one of the starters, and they should be able to level up now and evolve. They have all their moves, which I'll be going over soon as well. But you can still not find them naturally in your world. They will eventually be turned on, but in this update, from what I saw, I did the /wiki command and everything. You guys can see right here. I tried looking to see if Quackquavel could spawn in the world, and I click spawning, and as you can see, it says no, spawning, no biomes were found. So currently, they aren't selected to spawn naturally in the world, but you better believe the minute they are able to, I will make separate guides on each one individually. But for right now, this is what they look like. Let me know which one is your favorite. But yeah, I think they look really cool. Now, also, I should mention that for some reason, Crocolore does not have a animation yet. Like, he's just kind of a statue. Everyone else still has like an idle animation. But keep in mind, guys, this is not final. They obviously have just started adding these Pokemon to the Pixelmon world, and they are taking their time with them. You better believe it. So don't immediately write it off as, oh, they messed this up, I'm so upset. Do not worry. Anyway, that's all in terms of the new models. The rest of this video, I'm going to just have you guys look with me on the actual page itself, their own page. If you guys don't know, go to reforged.gg to see the update news on the new updates. So yeah, 1.12 updated to 8.4.3, but you can still see that is miles away from the current version. But if I scroll down right here, under additions, we have added spawn location settings to the Pixelmon spawners, added aggression settings to Pixelmon spawners, added the debug dimension type, but what we really need to care about is the new moves that have been added. We have added Torch Song, which is Skeledirge's signature move. That is a mouthful to say. Aqua Cutter and Aqua Step, which belong to Quackquavel, I believe. Flower Trick and Psy Shield Bash, also moves that have been added. Triple Arrows and Victory Dance. These are all brand new moves from Generation 9. Now, they are in the game. However, I could not pull their TMs from creative mode. That's also why I'm reading off the screen versus just showing you in game. But they are able to be used. My Skeledirge on my Pixelmon screen does have the move. I will actually switch to that just to prove it to you. If I go to moves under Skeledirge, you can see he does have Torch Song. I will use it against this Pokemon really quickly. Proof, it does work. The moves are in the game. Just, I couldn't get the TMs. I'm not sure if they can be sold at shops, keepers, or anywhere, but just keep that in mind. Added the 2022 winter cosmetic for all users in the Discord for the month of December. So if you were in the Discord like I was, you're able to get these rewards right now, I believe. Added cosmetic card backs and coins to the TCG Trader. That is configurable. We went over the new Pokemon blocks. Added 3 decoration blocks with 3,000 combinations for map makers that use resource packs, so that is a thing now you guys can use. As for structures, they've updated the TCG shops that can spawn in the Desert A, B, Plains A, B, Savannah A, B, Snowy A, B, and Taiga A, B, and also the Grass Gym. So they've updated the TCG shops there. They will now look differently. So remember, if you guys want to see any new updates to your actual world, you are going to want to go into new chunks. If you don't want to restart your world, just go into new chunks to see these changes. Just keep that in mind. Any areas you've already loaded will not have these changes unless it's something like a Pokemon spawning. Updated Battle Arena NPCs to standstill aggression level. Standstill aggression level instead of still and engage. So that was the problem, because if you guys entered the battle arena, if you remember, you would immediately be thrown to a battle. It's nice that they changed it to it just stands still, so that you can like manually fight them versus immediately thrown to a fight. In terms of spawning, now this is actually interesting for people that are currently going through Ultra Space and stuff. So added the Ultra Ginkgo, Ultra Elm, Ultra Jungle Logs, and Leaves to the Seas Sky Exception spawn category. So what that means is it will no longer be considered sky spawns. You know, some Pokemon spawn in the sky, some spawn, you know, etc. That has been changed for those items. Added Pokesand and its corners to the beach and land spawn category. Added Ultra Jungle Vine, Ultra Forest Flower, Ultra Forest Fallen Leaves to the air spawning category, which means Pokemon that spawn in air will be considered those blocks now. Added all Apricorn, Ultra Ginkgo, Ultra Elm, and Ultra Jungle Logs to the treetop spawning category, so the Pokemon that only spawn on treetops can now spawn on those. And added all Temple derived blocks, all Burrell blocks, all Unknown blocks, all Berrywood derived blocks, all Ginkgo, all Elm, all Jungle derived blocks to structure spawning category. What that means is Pokemon that only spawn in structures. There are specific Pokemon that only will spawn in man-made structures, like Regieleki and Regidrago are two of, for example. All these different blocks have been updated to that category now as well. And there's a bunch of changes as well. If you guys want, you can pause on this video and just kind of look at some of the changes that have been, well, changed. Some of this might be things that tickle your fancy. Some things might be more important than others. Added an ancient version of moves with the obscured status effect. Added Lunar Blessing and Shelter to their Generation 9 effect. Updated Cresselia to learn Lunar Blessing at level 72. Updated Gumi to learn Shelter upon evolving into Sliggoo. So they have, it seems like they've changed a lot of things to make it more recent in terms of how some of the Pokemon are learning moves or gaining moves, which is a good thing. And there's a bunch of other changes as well, like I said, and here's the data pack changes and all of the bug fixes. Again, you guys can either go on the website or just pause as I'm scrolling and pick some of the things. Fixed Mega Pokemon having the incorrect ability when switched back in. I know that was a thing that people were talking about. But yeah, and of course added translations. They always update and add new translations every update as well. But yeah, that is the new Pixelmon update. Added technically 6 new Pokemon to Pixelmon. They obviously have their shinies enabled and everything. However, they do not currently spawn in the world. The only way, to my knowledge, to still get the starters is starting a new Pixelmon world, selecting one of these 3 as your starter, and then start your world. If you're already in a world and you're like, I refuse to restart, I'm already in a world, but you want to use these guys right now, you could always just use the Pokemon editor tool in creative mode to add a new Pokemon to your team, give yourself a Fuecoco, and go from there. Up to you if you want to cheat. These Pokemon will again be made available eventually to spawn naturally in the wild. I believe it is not so right now though. If for whatever reason that changes, if they post a patch or I find out these things do actually spawn in the wild, you better believe I'm making separate guides on each one, how to get them, etc. But right now, the only way to acquire these guys is just getting them at the start of your world, a new world. But yeah, that is going to do it for this update to Pixelmon. You better expect more videos, more guides, depending on what more comes in the near future. If they take another while to make the next update, I might just make guides saying how to get these guys currently. Let me know if you want me just to make a guide on how to evolve to them, like what level they evolve at, etc. Or would you rather me just wait until they just spawn naturally in the world and I make the full guide then? Either way, That score bunny just fell out of the sky. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was pretty funny. Either way, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you all next one. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and goodbye.